says, then your light will blaze out like a dawn, and your wound be quickly healed over.
No, that can't be it.
That's
That
Isaiah.
can't be it. Yeah, which one?
That's Isaiah 50. Oh, I was 50. I was 58, not 50. That's 56 here. All right, it says 56:8. Lord Yahweh, who gathered the exile of Israel, declares, there are others I shall gather besides those already gathered.
So there's two different groups.
Yeah. To me, that's still the same thing. The Jews and the Gentiles.
It is. But the Gentiles are treated different than the Jews, Marvin.
Yep, I agree with that.
Well, let me ask you this then. What happens to the Messianic Jews?
Oh,
They're by
Messianic Jews believe Jesus. They're part of the grace under Paul.
bride of
Part of
Christ.
the body of Christ. They are part of the bride.
They'll be the priest for us who are working with Jesus. We will all be the governors and kings.
Don't read that.
Well, you're not
generation, a royal priesthood.
You're not catching it, Marvin. When Jesus returns and takes us up, and after the marriage supper of the Lamb, we come back and we all have jobs. The priest will be the Jewish people. We'll be the governors and the kings and the whoever Jesus needs out here to run the world for this 1,000 years.
Well, what are we going to do about the royal priesthood, the holy nation?
Israel is the only rule. Is the priesthood.
I know, but we're under grace.
We're under grace, so we're considered priests right now.
That's correct. So we get to be thrown away?
No. Larry is correct. God gives us a different job when we return to heaven. We be considered the judge. Because remember, God's going to rule the earth with an iron rod. We're the people that's going to do that. The Jewish people are still going to be the priests that go out to the nation and represent God. Somebody still has to teach them about God, but we're going to be the people that reign with Him, and that's our section.
So we'll be the people that's out in the world, in Egypt, in America, in South America, wherever it's at. We'll be the ones out there overseeing for Jesus what's happening. And if their people don't return to Jerusalem every month and bring their sacrifice and their riches, and that's in the millennial reign. Nope, that's it. Yeah, they've got to return every month to the Feast of Booths and bring their sacrifice. And if they don't do that,
3 times a year. 3 times a year.
No, it says from one full moon to one full moon. And then all the other feast is what it says. So, and it may just be once, twice, maybe 3 times a year, but I took it to be every month.
3 times a year. It's the same as it is right now.
It'll be the same as it is right now.
It's the 3 feasts that God says, these are my feasts. When He says these are my feasts, those are the ones that you are to keep. The other feasts are other parts. They tie into those, but there's only 3 feasts: Passover, Rosh Hashanah, Tabernacles.
Yeah. And those 3 feasts, Marvin, the Jewish people are required to come to Jerusalem.
All the men are required to stand before the tabernacle or the temple.
Yeah. And Larry, that's what I think you're getting at. So those will be the 3 feasts And those will continue for...
Oh, they'll continue on.
As far as I know, forever.
Well, I know for sure, I don't know if they'll probably continue the first feast, which we call Easter. The Passover, which is peace talk. That one. I probably will, but it says 3 times. It does say three feasts. These are my feasts. And to me, as Gentiles, we should be keeping these feasts also, because now we're of God. We know these things. So we should, in my opinion, we should be trying to keep these also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you're not a Jew. You can't make yourself a Jew.
You're not
grafted in Jew. You are too.
Yeah, but that don't make me a Jew.
Okay. When you take a tree and you graft something onto it, you still become part of the root of that tree. Are you not?
Yeah.
Part of that tree. Okay, so you become engrafted.
But whatever tree I was from, that branch is going to produce what was originally planned to produce it. It ain't going to change its fruit. So.
No, it doesn't change its fruit. It doesn't, but you get your source from the root.
Yep, the power's still coming from God. Yep.
Well, yeah, it does. But we're still part of that tree. Yeah, you're still engrafted. It says you over in the New Testament says you're grafted in. And you're engrafted.
We do keep Easter, but we don't keep it the same way.
No.
And we don't keep any of the other requirements.
No, nobody even understands them. That's why. Because most of the time, Christians start at Matthew and go forward from there, and they never look back.
No, there's
more in the Old Testament than there is in the New. You ask about Christ.
Yeah, you ask most Christians about anything in the Old Testament, even if you ask them who is Moses, and if they hadn't seen the 10 Commandments, they don't even know who he is.
Right, pretty much. It's like it says, the end is from the beginning. So the end, Revelation, like the Genesis.
Yes, Marvin, you were breaking up.
About the end is from the beginning. So Revelation, even though you read that, that's the end. It's from the beginning. So we got to go back to the beginning of the Bible and start over.
Absolutely.
The beginning, the creation is everything. You get into the creation.
Yep.
You still there, Larry? You gone?
No, I'm still here. I'm looking forward to what's happening to us while we're here in the millennial reign. We're workers for Christ. We're out here in the world, and if somebody doesn't do what Jesus tells them to do while he's ruling with a rod of iron, we have the right to cut off the rain to their fields so that they can't grow food till they come back into line to Jesus. And that's what we're doing. That's our job, to be out there. The priest, say, that'll probably be the Jewish people. They will have a different function. We'll all have different functions. That's where the 3 guys that God, or the story Jesus told where he gave the guy $1,000 and then $500 and then $100, and one buried it, one invested it, and one used it properly. So that's what we'll be doing. So we'll be out there being the one that's invested, and we'll be out there working for Jesus, watching the rest of the world, because all these 1/7 of the people of the earth will be left when Jesus returns and gets done there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Because he goes around after that and he smashes every country that has anything to do with the war. So any person, any kind of machinery or anything is completely destroyed by Jesus. So that's just going to leave about 1/7 of the people of the earth, and then the small remnant of Jews. So when these people start the 1,000-year reign, they get the body just like the Jews do. They're going to live for 1,000 years. So if they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, we tell Jesus. Jesus gives us authority to do whatever we need to do. Of course, Jesus is going to know if they don't come to the feast. And at the end of that 1,000-year reign, I don't think we're told what the Jewish people are going to be doing. I don't know. Are they going to heaven in their actual bodies they've got now? Will they be refurbishing the new planet? What's it say about that? Now, I know you and I won't be making children.
No, it doesn't say. But remember, Jesus is going to be with us 1,000 years.
Yep.
You think he's not going to add to his Bible?
Well, that's the reason for the marriage of the supper of the Lamb. I mean the Jewish people, because that young lady of 16, when this starts, how many kids is that lady going to have in 1,000 years? And then from that, how many kids is her kids going to have? And then her kids, how many kids? So we go on and on for thousands of years, each of them having 1,000, 900, 800 kids. I mean, he's repopulating the earth, which is what
just like it originally started out.
Yep, that's what he's.
There were billions of people on the earth when the flood came.
Just like he said to Abraham, my people will be as the grains of sand. Is that what he said, or the stars in the sky? So.
Well, Israel is going to be like the sand.
Yep.
The Gentile nations will be like the stars of the heaven.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
But I don't believe there's going to be many Gentiles left, because you got to stop and think. These people are left. They're still remembering the way they were raised to be praying to this God or that God. And they're not believing in Jesus, even though he sees him there. So that's why the rebellion comes back again with Satan after he's loosed from the 1,000-year reign.
Correct.
So.
Well, I think
Go ahead, Marvin.
Well, Larry's talking about there'll be no body born in that time, or they probably won't be in the millennium, the 1,000-year reign.
There's going to be millions.
I think it will be.
There'll be millions of people. What did I just say? The lady starting out at 16 starts having babies through the whole millennial reign.
The way you said it sounded like you didn't think they would have it.
Oh no,
That's the way I took it.
that first lady's going to have over 1,000 kids. Well, let's see.
What Larry was saying, Marvin, is that you and I will not have any more babies.
Correct.
Because we have our new bodies, and our new bodies, we don't have babies.
Okay, so you're John. I know what you're talking about. The other people on the earth, right? They'll have.
Yeah.
And the thing is, listen for a season, just to do the same as we will see if we were tempted, if we made the choice.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you got to realize now these people are living in paradise. There is no Satan attacking them or making them be sinful. They're making this by their own thoughts. So I'm saying that the parents had taught these kids from the beginning, and all their parents are dead, that they're going to grow up teaching the same thing to their children. So it's going to be easy for Satan to take back over when he comes.
No, they're not going to be teaching that, Marvin. I mean, Larry, they're not going to teach that. Israel 1,000 years, some of them. Some of them, it may only be, 100 years, because we might be at the end of the millennial reign. But they'll all know. But you're right. When Satan's free, a lot of them are going to rebel because they're going to be given a choice. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a little tired, guys. Oh.
All right, well, it's good. I mean, I got some other things to look at now.
Yeah. Hey, Marvin, think about something that you want us to look at. Send us something.
Oh. Okay. I might be able to do something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Send us something. Now, don't send us a big, huge book like the last one you gave me. That's too much.
What was wrong with that book?
Nothing. I'll read that for the next 10 years.
It took me a while. It took me a long time. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got to find your viewpoints before I know what to send. Your total viewpoint. So, some of these things now I know what you're looking at. I can look at that and get something maybe else along with your point of view to add to it.
Okay.
That's what I'll try to do. Yeah.
Okay. And Larry, what in your timeline, what do you think is the most important thing that we should know about? Now, you don't have to answer right now.
Yeah.
Think about it and let us know what you think your most important thing is in there, or two, and then that'll give us time to concentrate on studying that.
All right. Well, I about got my.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh no, where's that?
Larry, did we lose you?
No, you can't hear me?
Oh, wow.
Nope, you haven't lost me.
We lost him. Okay.
Are you there?
Well,
Hello?
The very starting point.
Hello?
How did he come up to his starting point he started with?
he just started with the cross, where Jesus died on the cross.
Yep, I'm still here, guys.
Basically, what I see, he just starts there. He don't have anything before that. He just starts there.
No, he just starts there.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Well, I mean, I'll look at it. I mean, I've looked at it twice now, so I'll look at it again. Now, because I'm trying to see some of the things he's saying. And, he's got some points, some good points. Like I say, I haven't done a lot on some of these last things that he's talking about. But, I will now. Yeah, I'll go into it more now, more in detail.
Yeah.
I'm here, guys.
For
Can-
interest than anything else, Marvin, because they're not going to affect us. But it's part of knowing who God is, and because it's like the beginning, you read all of Genesis to learn about God, but you read all of the other stuff at the end to learn about God. That's the only reason we study this.
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
To understand, to understand more who God is and what pretty much he just wants of the people, required of the people that he wants.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Well,
Hey, say hi to Debbie.
I will. Sure will. Keep praying for us.
We will, especially for all.
Yeah, right, I do. Every morning.
That's gone way too long, Marvin.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Okay. All right, Gerald. God bless you.
Are you there?
Bless you too. And tell her the same thing. God bless her. Okay? All right. Take care.
Yellow.